In this video, we will start physics, and it starts from class 9th. Firstly, before starting physics, the question arises what physics is. So it is that branch of science that deals with the study of nature and its laws. In class 9th, each and every chapter of physics will be related to nature. So let's start with the first chapter, that is motion. It's important to know what is motion. So it is defined as the change in position of an object with respect to time. For example, a moving car. To understand it more clearly, let's take 2 points, A and B. If a person starts from A and reaches to B, what do you observe? The first thing that you observe is that the position of that person is changed. The other thing you observe is that it has covered some distance. So let's revise distance. Distance, it is the total length of the path traveled by an object. So here distance covered is AB. There is another term similar to distance, and that term is displacement. And what is displacement? It is the shortest distance or path traveled between any 2 points. To understand the difference between both of these, let's take 3 points A, B and C. If a person starts from A, reaches to B, and then from B to C, then what is the distance traveled by the person here? The distance is AB plus BC. Why? Because the distance is the total length. But talking about displacement, what would be the displacement? As displacement is the shortest path between any 2 points, so we will take initial position and final position, so it will be AC, the shortest distance. And both distance and displacement are denoted by small s. Now, motion is of two types. First is uniform motion, other is non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? When a body travels or covers equal distances in equal interval of time, then the motion is said to be uniform motion. For example, motion of a minute hand in a clock. Other is non-uniform motion. What is non-uniform motion? When a body covers unequal distances. Remember, unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then it is non-uniform motion. For example, a freely falling body, a ball. Talking about the minute hand, it covers equal distances every time, whereas we can't say this about a freely falling ball because it can have different speed at different positions. So let's talk about speed. What speed is? Speed is the distance traveled by an object per unit time. Speed is given by distance divided by time, where unit of distance is meter and time is second. So SI unit for speed becomes meter per second. Normally, speed is represented by V, distance by S and time by T. So the formula becomes V is equals to S upon T. Now, let me tell you, speed is a scalar quantity. Now, what's this scalar? What this scalar is? Scalar means the quantities which have only magnitude. Magnitude means values or constant, normally in a straight direction. Okay, in a straight line. Now there is a little bit similar term to speed, and that is velocity. What is velocity? It is the distance traveled by an object per unit time in a given direction. It is added in a given direction. So notice it. So velocity is a vector quantity. Now what is vector? Unlike scalar only contain magnitude. But what is vector? Quantities which have magnitudes as well as directions. we can measure speed in a straight direction, whereas velocity can be measured in any given direction. Now, velocity is given by displacement divided by time. Displacement is denoted by s and time by t. So again the formula is same, distance upon time, and the unit is also same, that is meter per second. Now coming to acceleration. What is acceleration? Acceleration means change in speed per unit time. Actually, what kind of change? It's increase in speed. Sometimes you notice you are driving a bike and on highway when you reach you accelerates. That is called you have accelerated your speed, means you have increased your speed, and it is given by final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken. Acceleration is denoted by a, final velocity by v, initial velocity by u. The formula becomes a is equals to v minus u upon t. There is deceleration also, which is negative or opposite of acceleration. As acceleration was increase in speed, the deceleration means decrease in speed. Sometimes you are going with a very high speed and sometimes you put brake, then it's deceleration. And we can also use different words for deceleration, that are retardation and negative acceleration. Note that deceleration is always negative. Now an important formula used in class 9 is of average velocity, which is given by final velocity plus initial velocity divided by 2. Here capital V is for velocity, small av for average. So average velocity means VAV is equals to V plus U upon 2. Meet you in a next video.